In this question, we have an isosceles right triangle with a perimeter of 38 plus 38 square root 2 inches. What is the length of one of the legs of the triangle? So in this kind of questions, we can draw a triangle, and we make sure that it's isosceles one. I mean, these two sides are equal, and in the same time, it's a right one. So here, this is a right isosceles triangle, which means that we have a right angle here, and these two legs are equal in length. For example, if this is x, this should be also x. But what about this one? It's x square root 2. Because if you want to use the Pythagorean theorem to get the value of this side, which is the hypotenuse, you can say that hypotenuse, which is this one, is equal to the square root of the sum of the two squares of the two sides. I mean, x squared here and another x squared, which means that square root of 2x squared. The square root of 2 is written as it is, and the square root of x squared is x, is why we write x root 2. So here it should be x square root 2. This is how to write that, or to draw the isosceles right triangle. And it says that the perimeter is equal to all of this. The perimeter means the total of the length of all the three sides. So we can add them up together to get x plus x plus x square root 2. All of this is equal to 38 plus 38 square root. 38 plus 38 square root 2. And our task now is to get the value of x, because the question says find the length of one leg, and the leg here is x. As you can see, this is x and this is another x, so one of them is the value of x. But how to solve this one? You can simply simplify these two x's here to get 2x plus x square root 2 equals to 38 plus 38 square root 2. And here also we can take the x as a common factor, because x is repeated in two terms, so we can take it out like this and write 2 here plus square root 2 equals to 38 plus 38 square root 2. So here it's easy now to get the value of x. So here, why did we take x out here? Because we need to get rid of everything beside x to get the value of x alone. We need to separate x here to isolate x. And isolation here means get x alone in the left side. This is one side, and this is another side, and the left side here contains x with some numbers. But in this side, we need x to be alone. This is why we take it out. And this is called the factoring by using the common factor. These are two terms. Both contain x as a letter for a variable. So we can take it out like this one. And when you take it out, you need to divide. So 2x divided by x is equal to 2. And x square root 2 divided by x is equal to square root. That's how to write them. And the other side, which is the right one, is written in the same way. So how to get x now? You can divide both sides by this value right here. Divide by 2 plus the square root of 2. And this can be done here in this way. Divide both sides by 2 plus square root 2. 2 plus square root 2. And these are factors to be cancelled out. So x alone is equal to this value. Now we can write x equals to that value that can be obtained from simplifying this. And of course, you can simplify this part by using the calculator. So here we can write all of this on the calculator like this. A fraction bar first, and write 38 plus 38 square root 2. 38 plus 38 square root 2. And go down to the denominators and write 2 plus square root 2. 2 plus square root of 2 and you can press equal to get 19 square root 2, which is our answer. This is the value of x, 19 square root, which is here in the answer of letter B. So when you see that word isosceles right triangles, you can consider this right triangle to draw it, or you can also think about the relationship easily. If this is 5 and this is 5, this is always 5 square root 2. This is 10, 10, and 10 square root 2, whatever the letter is here. But as long as the leg is not known, it's unknown values, you can name it as x. And the task for this question is to get the value of x. Getting the value of x here is relying on the relationship between these three sides. So we can say that the total of these is called the perimeter, and the perimeter is given in the question. So we need to get the value of the perimeter from the diagram, from the triangle, and compare the value you get here by the value given in the question. So the perimeter you got here is x plus x square root 2. This is the perimeter you get from the triangle drawn here. And you can set this equal to the perimeter given in the question itself, 38 plus 38 square root 2. Simplifying this one is just adding the two x's together, and then take x as a common factor outside. You get 2 plus square root 2 in the left side, and in the right side, you need to divide both sides by 2 plus square root 2 to get the value of 19 square root 2, which is the value of x. And if the question asks to get the value of the hypotenuse, so in this case, you multiply this value by square root 2, which will be 38 in that case. I hope you understand this. And